Hey guys, come experience Snapper Day 2 with us, where we catch a huge lobster, shoot some snapper, spadefish, and sheepshead. So stay tuned and you'll learn some cool stuff. Hey guys, welcome to another episode of ReelHazardous. Before we get started, don't forget to subscribe, hit the bell, follow us, tweet us,
like us,
you know, whatever, all those things. Facebook, Instagram, Twitter. Anyways, today it's Snapper Day 2, and we decided to go down and see what the deal is, why they were so slow the day before. So we got our scuba gear, we're heading out early, still crowded, but we get to the spot first, thankfully, which is probably the only way to guarantee you get a spot at least one part of the day. Today we're diving with Brad. Brad's a pretty cool guy. He's a good fisherman and diver and hunter. He's, you know, spearing all kinds of stuff. Speared some spadefish.
He got the red snapper.
Yeah. Speared a flag. He's definitely one fun guy to dive with.
I'm the ultimate dive spear. I speared the flag.
He's been fun. Helped us retrieve some anchors. You've probably seen him on the videos before, and he's back with us again today.
I'm about to get wet.
I was assuming you got lucky, but that was totally inaccurate.
Yeah, absolutely. See that exit wound? You notice how I didn't mess any meat up at all. You realize that?
That's great.
That was very precise.
I
Precision, spear gun hunting out of the boat right there at its finest.
So we get to the location. We're diving the MF culverts this time, and taking the treble hook formation. We have our buddy Brad on the boat. So the three of us went down looking for hopefully red snapper. Problem was when we got to the bottom, nothing. No red snapper, not really any fish. We defaulted to flounder mode, but really kind of slim pickings all the way around.
At least it was clear water, but not the snapper we were expecting to see. It was pretty slow in general. So we head back up and we're like, okay, well, let's go try next spot. We're heading to a spot and you can just see boats everywhere. I mean, you see a conglomerate of 30 to 50 boats and you're like, okay, that's a reef. A couple miles away, that's a reef.
If there wasn't a boat there, there wasn't anything there.
Yeah. We get to EF and it's a bunch of, there's some artificial and ledges and it is packed. So most of our usual spots are taken. But as we're kind of working our way out, we stumble across an edge, like a patch of ledge that we hadn't seen before and no one happened to be on. So we decided to try that spot.
So we get to EF, and good thing about EF is a coral type bottom. And y'all know me, I'm always down for catching lobster. So knowing that, we decided to take a lobster with us just on the off chance we might see a lobster.
Current picked up, it was actually pretty strong at the surface. We go down the anchor rope and it's pretty cool. What we saw on the recorder, it was like a patch, just like a little trail of a natural ledge. And we worked that on the bottom since the current wasn't so bad. And at first we weren't seeing much, but as we were kind of coming back through the second time, we hear Brad like kind of yelling. You know, when you hear someone yell.
Sounds like a motorcycle drowning or something.
Yeah.
When you hear that, that either means shark, I'm about to die, something like that, or big fish or big lobster.
it gets your adrenaline pumping, you know? It's
Either
like,
way, yeah.
It's like when someone sees, so like I see a deer and you're like pumping. It's kind of like that. It's like, shark or fish.
Yeah, either way, you're gonna be swimming fast. The only question is which direction you're going. And so Brad's giving us like the little symbol. So figured that must mean lobster, which that was fortunate.
It's a big old lobster too.
The only downside, it was an egg-bearing female, so we had to release it. Did get it on camera. It was still fun to catch nonetheless. Get your heart pumping. And so when you are looking for the lobster, you do have to be careful because sometimes they're tucked way back under ledges. These ledges went really far back there. That's where the sheephead were hiding. And so sometimes it requires you getting almost on the bottom and getting as close as you can. If you have a flashlight, great. But yeah, you have to be careful because the same area the sheephead and the lobster like to hide in, the moray eels like to hide in too. And you don't really want to be face to face with one of those. So be careful. Fortunately, while I was dealing with that, a red snapper came in, so Brad shot it with a spear gun. And it's a pretty nice red snapper.
Right. Unfortunately, still, that was the only snapper I'd seen yet. You know, it was crazy. I normally see tons of them underwater.
Yeah, they'd been packed up to this point.
But the good news is, while we were down on there on that tight ledge, we also found some nice sheepshead. And what we found through our experience diving and fishing is, you know, sheepshead love structure, stuff I guess they can really get into. Jetty rocks, or in between like tight pieces of wreck, or in this case, in between these little crevices in the natural bottom. So look for that. On the other hand, if you're looking for snapper and grouper versus flounder, you're gonna want to stay kind of high. See, when we're going for flounder, you gotta stay close to the bottom, one, to shoot them, and two, to help see them. But for snapper and grouper, what we learned from Brad is you kind of want to hang up higher, get a little bit better visibility, won't spook the fish as much, and you usually do better. Of course, that's assuming that there are snapper there on the particular day in the first place.
True.
We got back to the surface, went inshore, found another little spot. A friend of ours had lost an anchor. He asked us to retrieve it. We went down on that ledge, a really nice ledge inshore at 9 Mile. Looked really good. Again, no snapper, so that was weird. You know, they just moved. They weren't where we seen them last, put it that way. On the way in, we did spot a big pot of bait, which also happened to be over a wreck, which is cool, find a new wreck. And there were a ton of spadefish, so we shot some spadefish. Well, overall, it was weird that we didn't see the snapper we thought we would. We had a fun day, and we did get some other fish, and Brad did get the nice snapper. But, you know, I don't know what's up. I'll try to figure it out, talk to the guys who did do well, and we'll go from there. Otherwise, thanks for watching. Don't forget to like, share, subscribe, and all that stuff, and we'll see you next time.